Hey everybody, how are you? This is Alison here with Clean Living and Beauty. I get asked a lot about what to look for in sunscreens now, so I figured I'd do a quick video just to give 3 top tips to keep in mind when you're purchasing sunscreen, because we are marketed so many things out there nowadays. It's hard to keep track of it and it gets really confusing. So I just thought I'd share with you what it is that I've learned, because I want you to learn along this journey with me in keeping your personal care products and just living in general as clean as possible. So the first tip that I want to share is to not buy into the high SPF sunscreens. You're going to pay more for a higher SPF. SPF refers to the amount of time that you can sit in the sun without getting a sunburn. It stands for sun protection factor, and basically an SPF 15 can allow you to sit in the sun 15 times longer than you could sit without protection, basically. So at an SPF 15, we're blocking out 93% of UVB rays, but at an SPF 30, we're blocking 97% of UVB rays, and then get this big jump. At an SPF of 50, only 98% of rays. So there's only a 1% difference between SPF 30 and SPF 50 for blocking out UVB rays. People think that if we double the protection, double the SPF number, we're doubling the protection that we get, and that's not true. In fact, a lot of people that choose the higher SPFs and actually spend more money on those higher SPFs assume that they're protected much longer and sit in the sun and then end up absorbing more harmful rays than somebody that chose a smaller number SPF. So that's tip number 1, don't buy into the high SPFs. You also want to choose a sun protection that is considered broad spectrum, which basically means that we're blocking out UVA and UVB rays. So you want to avoid chemical sunscreens, and chemical sunscreens are ones where you see, like, the ingredient would be oxybenzone. That is considered a chemical sunscreen, and that has been linked to hormone disruption. So basically, chemical sunscreens prevent you from getting burned. They don't necessarily protect your body from absorbing harmful rays. Instead, you want to choose a mineral-based sunscreen, which are zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. Either one of those will help protect you. It's broad spectrum and will help protect you from the full UVA and UVB range. The way that zinc oxide and titanium dioxide or mineral-based sunscreens work is that they sit on top of your skin and actually block the sun rays from absorbing into your skin, hence where we get the term sunblock from. They're very effective and very safe, but there's one but to this whole thing. You want to make sure you're choosing a mineral-based sunscreen that has no nanoparticles, and nanoparticles are basically companies create these tiny molecules and then they absorb into your bloodstream. So the reason they break down these minerals and create nanoparticle sunscreens is because by breaking down those particles, it allows the sunscreen to blend easier and not create that pasty white ghost look. So you want to try to look for companies, hey Allie, how are you? You want to try to look for companies that manufacture non-nano mineral sunscreens, and there are some out there that you can use that still look great on, don't make you look like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Because remember, again, the mineral sunscreens lay on top of your skin and they fully block the rays from absorbing. If you're using a chemical sunscreen like oxybenzone, it's not doing anything to protect you from absorbing the rays, it's protecting you from your skin from actually burning. And so you're still absorbing the harmful rays, and over time you could be exposed to too many harmful rays, which can cause skin cancer. So that's tip number 2, avoid the chemical sunscreens. The other thing is a lot of times companies in sunscreens now will put the ever popular anti-aging ingredient in sunscreens called retinol or retinol palmitate. You want to avoid that. It's a form of vitamin A, and it can actually speed the development of skin tumors when it's applied to sun-exposed skin. So just making sure that you reapply your sunscreen even more often than they say on the labels is really important. I like to reapply it if you've been in the water and you come out, reapply it if you've been sweating, if you've pulled clothes on and off yourself, or you've toweled off, that can strip off the sunscreen. So you want to just make sure you really reapply as much as possible. It is important to have, be exposed to a little bit of sun, because that natural vitamin D is really good for us and has so many benefits. But obviously staying protected, making sure you select mineral-based sunscreens is really important. And another interesting tip that I learned is that the FDA actually does not regulate SPF above 50. So typically shoot for anywhere between SPF 30 and 50. For everyday use on my face, I use SPF 20. If I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the sun, I'll increase it to 30. But anyway, those are just 3 tips that I wanted to share with you. So don't buy into high SPFs, because you'll actually spend more money, and they're not necessarily as more effective than the lower SPFs. Stay away from chemical sunscreens. And make sure that you avoid anything that has retinol or retinol palmitate in it. It's typically used in anti-aging products, and they've now been putting it into sunscreen. So instead, opt for non-nano mineral sunscreens. You'll either look for zinc oxide or titanium dioxide, and you should be good to go. Just wanted to give you that quick tip on this beautiful sunny day. If you found this valuable, feel free to comment below. I like to know what you all think, and share with anybody that you think might be interested as well. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.